Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. It is Monday, May 15th. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. I'm Sophia Pullman. Let's get right into it. The news introduced you to a mom who wants change after her 8-year-old daughter was attacked at a Sparta area school. In part 2 of our inspection of the district, News 8 Now's Dua Ishrar takes a look at what actions, if any, schools can take to permanently remove troubled students.
He actually followed her into the girls' bathroom, tackled her again, and dragged her by her arm into the boys' bathroom.
In February, Jessica Crandall learned that her 8-year-old daughter was assaulted at Herman Elementary School. Jessica says the school told her the boy got a 5-day suspension. The boy spent that time off campus at a local daycare where a second alleged incident happened.
My 4-year-old daughter was sexually assaulted by said child.
In a statement sent to News 8 Now, the district says school districts have limited jurisdiction to expel students for off-campus conduct, especially when neither students are underneath the school's supervision at the time of the interaction. Dr. Shanna Felix, a victim's advocate in cases of sexual assault, says more often than not, there are little protections available for victims.
As victims and their families, they feel like invalidated. They feel like people don't believe them. They feel like, is this really happening to me? Like, did this really happen to my daughter? And nobody's doing anything.
The district says the Wisconsin State Superintendent has maintained that in order to expel a student, the incident must occur under the supervision of a school authority or must be a threat against school staff or school board members. According to Wisconsin state law, children ages 9 and younger can't be charged with a crime. Dr. Felix says while there are steps to be made to improve victims' rights, she says the best thing people can do is show support.
I think the most important thing to say when I'm working with victims is, I hear you, this sucks. You know, it's going to stick with her.
Reporting in Sparta, Dua Ishrar, News 8 Now.
After this school year, Jessica says she will move her daughter to a different school, something she believes she shouldn't have to do.
Overall, a nice start to the work week. We have temperatures right now in the upper 50s to low 60s. Outside in La Crosse, we're at 62 degrees. It feels like 62 out there. Earlier today, we had the patchy fog rolling through the Coulee region. Winds are out of the west-northwest right now at 3 miles per hour. Here's a look at the radar scan right now. We have a clean sweep across the Coulee region as well as the Chippewa Valley, and this will get a break for today. And for the most part, tomorrow, it's when we get into the second half of the work week, we'll see a front push through, and we'll drop the temperatures a little bit on Wednesday. And you can see right now, high pressure is large and in charge. It is going to stay in control as we go into the next couple of days. If you want to see any precip, you have to go all the way down to portions of Iowa, down to portions of Missouri and Kansas. Now, here's what's on the menu for today. We had that patchy fog this morning. Overall, we'll see plenty of sun for today. But then we're going to talk about a midweek cool down. And the question is, how long will that cool down last? I'll have that answer coming up in the First Warn forecast in just a few minutes. Sophia, over to you.
It is graduation weekend at the La Crosse Center. Nearly 500 Viterbo University students got to celebrate their accomplishments at Viterbo's spring commencement ceremony. The commencement ceremony also honored its retiring faculty. There was plenty to celebrate for Viterbo grads.
Your co-curricular and curricular education based on a liberal arts focus, including critical thinking skills, ethical decision making, communication skills, community service, and the principles of servant leadership will serve you well in the future.
Viterbo presented Sandy Brecky, who works with La Crosse's unsheltered population on the street medicine team, with an honorary doctorate in humane letters. And on Sunday, it was UWL students' turn to graduate. Hundreds of UW La Crosse students walked the stage for graduation. Friends and family packed into the La Crosse Center to see the UWL Eagles in their caps and gowns. This was the school's 113th graduation ceremony. It was broken up into 3 ceremonies by major. A couple of Eagle graduates from the College of Health and Sciences share what they will miss and what their plans are after graduation.
Definitely the camaraderie and just hanging out with my friends. The nightlife is awesome.
Miss the atmosphere of having everyone around me, like all my friends. And then I got a job in Mayo Clinic in Rochester in the bacteriology lab.
UW-Madison also had its commencement ceremonies this weekend, and next weekend, UW-Eau Claire students will be honored. A special place in the La Crosse community celebrated a big anniversary. The Hmong Cultural and Community Agency celebrated 20 years. Attendees honored Hmong traditions at the lunch. The HCCA's executive director says the center offers a special place for La Crosse's Hmong community.
This building serves like home for all of us. No matter how far we go, wherever we are, we always know that this is a center that any one of our Hmong community members can come in, as well as our non-Hmong community members.
Members of the Hmong community have also honored Hmong American Day. At Myrick Park, members of the Hmong community celebrated achievements in their community, especially accomplishments and sacrifices made during the Vietnam War. One organizer says a key focus of the day is recognition.
It's just for our community to kind of learn more about our services and to just really celebrate what it means to be Hmong American and to recognize all the achievements and all the progress that we've made since we've been here.
Dr. Shung also says celebrating Hmong American Day can help to keep Hmong culture alive for the elders and keep the celebrations going. When we return, vinyl records are taking over social media. Could they be better than digital music? Find out after the break. Dust off your parents' record collection because vinyl is making a big comeback. Michael George shows us why music fans are once again spinning records in record numbers.
Saxophonist Mike Cohen says there's really only one right way to listen to music.
Vinyl.
There's no comparison.
No, none.
Cohen has been collecting records for decades. He says vinyl sounds much richer than digital music.
This is what they sounded like. You know, this is what this band sounded like.
In the room.
In the room. I mean, as close as you're gonna get.
Bulky records sat on dusty shelves with the emergence of cassettes, CDs, and then streaming. But now music fans are rediscovering vinyl. 41 million records were sold last year, topping CDs for the first time since 1987.
Formats have come and gone, but it's really incredible that this century-old format, has come back so strongly.
Joshua Friedlander of the Recording Industry Association of America says more than half of today's record buyers are younger than 45.
Some people like the classic look and feel, the bigger artwork, the tactile nature.
Contemporary artists are taking notice, with vinyl releases from Taylor Swift and Adele topping recent charts. Mike Cohen says he's glad people are hearing the difference.
There's a bigger appreciation for what's on the actual record versus just being able to punch anything up digitally.
What was once part of music's past, now spinning back into the future. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
While records are once again the most popular physical media for music, streaming still makes up 84% of all music revenue. That's it for your afternoon consumer news. As we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next. Low levels of vitamin D may be linked to symptoms of long COVID and why some parents feel uncomfortable using pre-owned baby gear. Naomi Ruckham has some of the day's top health stories.
Though many parents rely on pre-owned baby gear like cribs, strollers, and high chairs, most admit they can't tell if the equipment is safe. A new poll from the University of Michigan found 2 in 3 parents acknowledge they don't feel confident about the used equipment. Experts recommend inspecting and sanitizing pre-owned gear, but also checking online for any recalls or changes to safety standards. performance-enhancing drugs may be linked to a long-lasting risk of heart disease, according to a new study out of Denmark. Researchers looked at dozens of men who used synthetic anabolic steroids. They found that former steroid users were more likely to develop heart disease compared to those who never used them. Doctors say anabolic steroids impair blood flow through even the smallest vessels in the body. And low levels of vitamin D may be linked to symptoms of long COVID. Italian researchers looked at 100 patients, measuring their vitamin D levels when first admitted to the hospital for COVID, then 6 months later. They found lower levels of vitamin D in patients with long COVID. Levels were even lower for those suffering from brain fog, including confusion, forgetfulness, and poor concentration. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
That's it for our medical news today. Here's a look at CityCam 8. Eric is in next with our forecast.
This is making There we go. All right, so again, temperatures are in the 60s from top to bottom across the Coulee region, 68 over towards the Wisconsin Rapids area, 66 Folk Field, 64 Black River Falls, 65 Sparta, 62 in La Crosse, 62 in Viroqua. So we're sitting at 62 in La Crosse right now. We have a little bit of cloud cover out there. Humidity is sitting at 56% with winds out of the west-northwest at 3 miles per hour. In Eau Claire, we're sitting at 69 degrees with abundant sunshine. Humidity is sitting at 42% with winds out of the west-southwest at 8 miles per hour. So here's a look at the allergy index for today. Oak and trees on the high end today. That'll be the same story for tomorrow. Birch will be on the low end for today as well as tomorrow. Now expect the tree pollen season to last a couple more weeks. Grass pollen started to show up this week, so that's something that we'll be keeping an eye on there. Hey, in terms of the radar scan, we have a clean sweep across the area. This will get a break for today as well as tomorrow as high pressure is in control, and it's going to stay in control. I want to draw your attention to this guy right here, this cold front. This is going to push its way through the Coulee region as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's going to drop those temperatures. We go back from highs in the upper 70s to highs in the mid 60s for your Wednesday. Then we go back into the 70s for Thursday. Then another front pushes through. We'll drop the temperatures again for Friday. So here's a look at today. Again, we'll see the cloud cover start to dissipate across the area. By tonight, we'll stay mostly clear with temperatures going into the 40s and 50s. For today, we'll see temperatures in the 70s from top to bottom. I think we're going to go to 73 in La Crosse, 72 in New Albany, 72 in Lansing, 68 Waukon, 71 Prairie du Chien. Decorah, you'll make it to 69, 73 in Sparta, 73 will be the high in Tomah. So the first one forecast for today, we'll see that temperature right around 73 degrees. We'll see mostly sunny skies with winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we hope you plan your evening, we'll see that temperature of 72 by 6 o'clock, 67 by the 8 o'clock hour. A little bit of cloud cover for the evening and overnight hours. We'll go to 59 by the time 11 o'clock rolls around. That takes us into the next 8 days. We go to 78 on Tuesday, 69 Wednesday, 75 on Thursday. Then we drop the temperatures again on Friday with highs in the mid 60s. But that's going to pave the way for an overall nice weekend with mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the mid 70s. So after today, we have a few more days of rain chances. The nice thing about the rain chances, though, Sophia, is not everybody's going to see them, but the ones who do see them will get a nice little downpour. It's not going to be widespread like it was yesterday.
Like last week.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking forward to is the sun.
Thank
you,
go.
Eric.
You bet.
When we come back, the record that's hoping to be broken today as crews row down the Mississippi River. We'll be right back.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Today, a team of paddlers will make their way through La Crosse on their quest to speed paddle down the Mississippi. The crew, which is hoping to set the Guinness World Record for the fastest paddle, is set to pass through around 6:40 this morning for mile 647 of their 2,296-mile hike. One member of the team, Judson Steinbach, is from La Crosse. You can watch the speed paddlers by the 7th Street ramp near the Green Island Ice Arena in La Crosse. At 84, most of us will be way past the retirement age, but there's one North Crawford piano accompanist who still enjoys playing for the kids. Pianist Bill Quigney says as long as he is in good health, he will continue to play the piano for the kids. Today at North Crawford Elementary, there will be a concert for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. Stay with us. Eric will have one more check of your forecast when we return.
The next 8 days keeps us in the 70s for today as well as Tuesday. Wednesday, we cool off. We go back into the mid to upper 60s. We go into the mid 70s for Thursday, mid 60s for Friday. Whew, talk about a roller coaster. Then plenty of sun this weekend with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Keep in mind 72 is our average high for this time of year now. So we're going to kind of hover right around normal.
I have missed the sun, so I am incredibly.
If I come back with a tan on Monday, you know exactly what I did this weekend.
Thanks, Eric. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. You can catch us again at 5 and 6. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you for watching.